Hello, my name is Boyd McMakin and I'm with PPL Motorhomes in Houston, Texas, and today I'm going to be discussing the BrakeBuddy supplemental braking systems. We're going to be talking about the Vantage Select and their classic model, and what we're going to do is basically tell you some of the differences in between the two models and how they actually operate, and then all of the things that come with the unit. So when you get it home, get ready to unpack it, you know what you're going to be running into as far as installation and that sort of thing. Overall, the reason these systems are available is because your brakes on your motorhome are not designed to stop any more than a motorhome. Whenever you attach a car to the back of it, you add extra weight to the brakes that are on the motorhome, and when you do that, that takes extra time to stop the vehicle. And there was several accidents and things like that back in the early 90s, and BrakeBuddy came out with a system like this to help apply the brakes in the tow vehicle to help reduce your stopping time. In fact, these systems are in some cases 4 to 5 times quicker stopping than some of the competitors that are out there on the market. Both of these systems are proportional. They work off of an inertia-based system. So basically, when you hit the brakes in your motorhome, these braking systems feel the same thing and actually operate the rams that are on the system. And those rams are air activated. We'll go ahead and start with the BrakeBuddy Classic. It's been around since the mid-90s, I believe. And what this that comes in the box, it comes with the BrakeBuddy itself. It comes with the alert system that you put this side in your car, or excuse me, in your motorhome. This attaches directly to the BrakeBuddy itself, and whenever the BrakeBuddy activates, it shows a light on here to let you know that your BrakeBuddy is activating. So the brakes on the car are working. You can tell that by the light that's on the actual indicator here that goes into the motorhome. And those plug into a regular 12-volt cigarette lighter, so you can have it up there by the dash or your cockpit. Some of the other things that this has, it comes with a breakaway cable in case your tow vehicle separates from your motorhome. This breakaway switch will apply the brakes to your tow vehicle with the BrakeBuddy. Okay. It also has a coil cable that goes between the breakaway switch and the motorhome, so it doesn't drag. You don't have to wonder how you're going to get that attachment done. It's got a digital readout on this unit, and it's got a sensitivity adjustment. What that does is it allows you to determine how hard this is going to brake in comparison to the motorhome. So the harder you hit the brakes on the motorhome, you can either put this directly proportional or turn it up a little to give it a little bit more braking or a little less braking. It also has the mechanism here to add air to the unit, and what you need to do when you first set this up, you need to look at the weight of your vehicle. There's a chart in here that tells you how to set the BrakeBuddy. You set it with the pressure according to the weight of your car, and that's done by the adjustment knob that you see here. It also has a cord on the side of it that plugs into a 12-volt cigarette lighter in your tow vehicle. And that's what applies the power to the pump. So it's a fairly easy installation. You're going to adjust the back section of the BrakeBuddy up and down. That's what's going to bump up against your seat. And then it's got a clevis that you'll pull out and actually attach to your brake pedal of your car. So everything that you need to help stop your tow vehicle is here included in this system. The only other thing that you may want to purchase separately is a carrying bag that's designed for the BrakeBuddy. It's got a little foot pedal here, extra part of the bag to hold the foot pedal. Normally it wouldn't fit in a regular rectangular sized bag, so they make one that's designed to house the foot pedal so you don't have to take that on and off. This unit has a 3-year limited warranty. Basically any material defects, workmanship, anything like that, BrakeBuddy will cover for 3 years. Now, one of the things that people had talked about whenever this first came out is they wanted to be able to adjust the sensitivity in the car, and they also wanted full braking instead of just proportional braking. And they also wanted to know a little bit more about what was going on with the BrakeBuddy while they were driving their motorhome. And that's why BrakeBuddy came out with the Vantage Select, and this is probably one of their most popular models in the lineup, and it does just that. It's got a remote control that plugs into a regular cigarette lighter that's up front in your motorhome, and this allows you to adjust the braking sensitivity like we were discussing on the Classic. It's back in the back. This one allows you to do it from the cockpit. You can also adjust it back here, but it allows you to do it while you're going down the road. Another thing that it allows you to do is adjust between proportional and full braking. You may want that whenever you're in certain situations. You may switch over from proportional to full braking just to get a little extra braking at that point. It also has some diagnostic features like to check it, to replace the battery in the remote, and a few other things that are done by the remote control that the Classic unit did not have. It also has an automatic setup feature. On this one, you have to pump a test switch whenever you first set this thing up. Every time you start your vehicle, you've got to hit the test switch a couple of times to make sure it's adjusted. You still have to make sure this one's adjusted, but it's got an auto start feature which allows you to do that quite a bit quicker instead of having to do it manually. You're going to be getting out, looking at your tail lights on your car to make sure that the BrakeBuddy's not sitting too close to the pedal, and a few other things like that that are discussed in the installation instructions. But it just allows you to do it a little bit easier here than it does on the Classic. Same way with the air pressure adjustments. On the Classic, it's more of a turn dial that you're pushing and trying to determine what the setting's going to end up like this, or like. This one's just got a plus and a minus air adjustment that adjusts it in increments instead of you having to wonder what the pressure is over here. This system still works great. This just makes it a little bit easier to adjust. It also has lights on the particular case for low battery, compressor issues, arm extension, and whether you need to bleed your brakes or not. So this is a little bit easier to set up and use than is the Classic. Now when you get your BrakeBuddy systems, as you can see, they don't come with the pedal bracket attached. It's in the kit, but it doesn't come with it attached, so you'll have to attach it. It also doesn't come with the back seat adjustment attached. It's just one knob that you'll end up screwing it on the back and adjusting it up and down. And then another thing that you will have to do is install the breakaway cable in the front of your vehicle and run the lines through your engine area up and drill a hole in the firewall where this will actually come in and plug into the BrakeBuddy unit itself. All the grommets that you need as you pass through the firewall are included with this unit. So you shouldn't need to go out and get anything. They give you twist ties to reroute the wires back up through the firewall. So you really shouldn't need anything extra other than what comes in the case. These are great systems, and there's several laws that say that you have to have supplemental braking systems in your vehicle, and each of those laws vary by states. So you may want to go to our website or BrakeBuddy's website. They've got it listed out for what you have to have and what you don't. But as always, we suggest, seeing as how your motorhome's not designed to stop a car, to go ahead and get a BrakeBuddy or another supplemental system that's doing the same thing, just to keep yourself safe. And overall, it's just a great product, and I hope you enjoyed the video.